Hello folks, this is going to be a video about three things. First thing is on Rick Miller. There's something wrong with this guy. Yesterday I went down to Temecula, his current broker, nice people, nice receptionist, his current boss right now gave me respect. I didn't disrespect them. I even got a text message saying that she had a great receptionist. Then I left, continued on, and because I was afraid for my safety, I did call the police. And they didn't call me back until 9:30. He's upset because the deputy called him last night. So he sent out another text. The guy just doesn't know when to quit. He's got some serious issue. Then I went to his old boss, but his current boss on the sale of a house here in Murrieta. Great guy. I didn't know what to say. I just, Dick Dollar is awesome. Awesome. The other person's awesome too, but I told her I'm going to keep her name out of it because she's not part of the case. Rick Miller is the problem. He's lying to everybody. This guy's spending his time emailing. He said that he's recorded my post. I hope he did. All right? I came to Murrieta to assist and help someone that needs help, because bottom line is they're railroading her, but she doesn't want me to talk about it anymore, so I'm not going to talk about it. But the problem you have here in Murrieta and Temecula is, I call it hypocrites. I'm a Trump supporter. I love Trump. I love him because he pisses off the white Republican males. I've been saying that for 5 years, so it's not like I'm making this stuff up, okay? But you got a guy named Jeremy Oliver down here. Everybody says he's famous, he's big. He's nobody. He's a hypocrite too. He's the reason why, he's the problem. You know, Gavin Newsom releasing the criminals, and before Newsom, his people making it easy for drug addicts to get off of jail and get this program. Well, that's who Jeremy Oliver is. He made a mistake by attacking me. Anybody attacking me makes a mistake because I check you out. If you got nothing in the criminal background check, you're fine. But this guy, 10/10/2020, his probation will be over unless he does something wrong again. But he's the product of the left wing. And now he's standing there saying that he's a Trump supporter. I'm one of those people that believe if you're a drug addict, you should get rehab. But if you've done something bad, you know, to get on the criminal side of the house, you should be able to do your time. So today I get a call. I'm pretty sure it's Jeremy and it's not Rick. But now I just heard about Rick's new email. It could be Rick. So the problem in this town, right? I'm currently in Murrieta. The problem with Murrieta and Temecula is you want illegals to move. You want illegals arrested. And I'm going to tell you something. People that's illegal are not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. They're staying here. We just got to make them American citizens so we can tax their ass. Right? So all you people that say we're going to get rid of the illegals, there's more illegals than American citizens, I think. Or at least American citizens that's willing to do something about it. So I can't be a full 100% Trump supporter, even though I've already been marked as a hater of Muslims, which I don't hate Muslims. I just don't want this country to turn into a Muslim country. And it can turn into a Muslim country if you keep electing Muslims and you keep putting these people into office so they can change the way our standard of life is. Okay? I mean, I question things like, how does a Hispanic couple who are janitors in Irvine can buy a house out here in Murrieta? These are the questions I ask. Is it the cartel financing their house? You know? If I knew the answer, I would tell you. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Murrieta, Temecula, believe in God. Be good Christians. But don't be so uptight. that you're actually going to go out, kill me, because you think I'm your enemy. It's truly sad. You know, when you tell somebody like Rick Miller 2 days ago, stand down, back off, and then I go see his older boss and his new boss, and I find out they're great people. And then this morning I find out that I terrorized these places I went to yesterday. I don't think Dick Dollar is going to tell anybody that I terrorized this place. The man gave me a hug. He's 83 years old. And I told him, well, you know, maybe we shouldn't give a hug. But I said, I always like hugging. He hugged me before I left his office. This is a great guy. Former LAPD. Former everything. I mean, he had a list. He met Ronald Reagan. So I had a wonderful day yesterday. Rick Miller didn't. Because his lies was tossed to his new boss and old boss. He's a little frustrated. So if you wanted to file a restraining order on me, hi Amy, if you want to file a restraining order on me, let him. Because I got a whole bunch of stuff on him. What judge is going to give him a restraining order? I'll tell you who. Elaine Kiefer. Dickerson, right out here, Murrieta, Southwest Justice Center. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with the water here. There's something wrong with South Riverside County. Okay? You've got the Marines putting their families in nice houses to live, and they're, you know, going back and forth to Oceanside because they want a good, safe place for them to live. So yeah, we are very patriotic in Southern Riverside County. But then you've got a BOM member running for city council here in Temecula. Something's whacked, and I don't want to get in the middle of it. Especially after doing what I've been doing for the last few weeks here in Murrieta, trying to help people out, right? I'm finding out that everybody's terrified of everybody around here. And that's because the court system in Southwest Justice Center is whacked. If you go in there, you don't get solutions. You don't get things fixed. You get effed. Yep, Riverside County Southwest Justice Center on Auld Road. And the most I ever go to is Menifee. I like Menifee. Got a lot of friends in Menifee. Never really stayed in Murrieta. The Sizzler of Murrieta Hot Springs has always been my favorite from 28 years ago, when I lived in Menifee. So I'm saddened to tell you, I'm giving up on Murrieta. I'm giving up on Temecula. I can't be seen around here. People are telling me, John, you step in a big puddle with Jeremy Oliver because he's big. People are going to kill you. You can't come to a Trump rally because people are going to kick your ass because they will side. Religious freaks will side with a drug addict before they will side with you who speaks the truth. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I told Dick Dollar yesterday, I'm not returning Jeremy's call. Rick Miller's call, because I've talked to you. And you cleared it all for me. You got it all straight. But this guy here, I'm pending probably a restraining order, and I'm ready for it. Because I want to tell the judge what I know about Rick Miller. I have not done anything except stand up to protect people. And now I'm being attacked. And the bad part of this area is the worst part is the CPS. Don't put anything in yet until just bring it all into that room.
I need to take a bag.
Okay. Child Protective Service. That's the reason why I'm down here. Child Protective Service is screwing over Moses Estrada Jr. Their house was in Menifee. All right? Child Protective Service doesn't care about Moses. Child Protective Service, we contacted them for help when she was a drug addict in November 2019. We contacted them for help again in January when she was arrested for drug smuggling. Now that she's a drug smuggler and convicted, Child Protective Service is going to give the kids over to her mom. See, Child Protective Service has never done anything that I thought was correct. When I had to go through Child Protective Service for my two youngest kids, they gave my kids to the drug addict mom. Yeah, luckily I got 34% of the time legally, but I spent 67% of the time taking care of the kids while she got all the benefits and stuff. Then she cracked. Now she's back on the street. All right. So Child Protective Service doesn't make the right decisions because they always side with the woman. They don't seem to side with honesty and truth. And I found that right here. Now, I get phone calls from Child Protective Service from different places, and they don't seem to act the same way that Temecula does. Temecula doesn't even want me to talk for them, I give them evidence and proof right here on Facebook, right here live, and they still will side with a grandmother from Texas, right? Who came from Texas right before Thanksgiving to watch the kids so her daughter can run off and smuggle drugs. That's in Temecula. You see where I'm coming at? Patrick Lamar Watson, who lives in Hemet, who is going through a court with Dickerson right here at Murrieta Southwest Justice Center, is going to get screwed. Even though he's supposed to back off and go away, Judge Dickerson is going for the kill. So, folks, if you want to buy a house, don't buy in Murrieta. Don't buy in Temecula until they clean the water and solve the problem out here. And I got a real problem, folks. If you're going to unfriend me, block me over a drug addict. Jeremy Oliver, you might look good on camera. You might look good holding the American flag and pushing Trump. But you're a fake. You're a product of the left. The only reason why you're walking around is because the Democrats likes drug addicts and criminals. I don't. I have this thing. If you're a Democrat and you come over to the Republican Party, you can't run for government because I can't trust you. Just vice versa. If you're a Republican, go and become a Democrat, you shouldn't run for office. You can be a big supporter like I am. I left the Republican Party. I won't join the Democratic Party, but a lot of my friends are Democrats, and I won't disrespect them because that's their belief. This political belief goes back decades and generations. Some people say, when Dad's a Democrat, so I'm going to be a Democrat. So I think politics is deeper than religion. And then now we got these religious pastors running off, pushing up Reopen California, saying, but the cops were so nice when they arrested me. No cop should arrest anybody trying to reopen California. Any cop that arrests us for reopening California should lose their job. Right? Anybody supporting the Communist Party should lose their job. So, folks, I'm worried for Murrieta and Temecula. Okay? You won't see me around here anymore. If you see me in Murrieta, Temecula, it's because I'm going right through it, get down to San Diego. There are some spots in San Diego still pretty decent, just not the city of San Diego. So I'm just a little saddened. I'm a little saddened because everybody's afraid of Rick Miller, Jeremy Michael Oliver. It was pretty easy to research him. Actually, I didn't research him. I just asked him about him on the video last night, and I got a lot of PMs. Got a lot of private message. He might seem like he's somebody that everybody likes, but he's doing some dirt on people. Nobody's reached out on on Rick Miller. Nobody reached out. Nobody asked him. He can be stupid on his own. And I honestly did get a call this morning when I was on the toilet. Private number, I thought it was the police department, because usually social workers, police department. And he said, I'm a dead man. But Jeremy Oliver, I called Marietta Police Department, and if I do die today, tomorrow, any time in the near future or in the future, you will be investigated. But after listening to Rick Miller's email from last night, late last night, probably right after the cops called him, maybe it was Rick. Maybe I'm mistaken for one of Rick's sheriff's deputies' friends. So I've got two suspects if I die. So I'm safe. I'm in good shape. Everything's going to be fine. I'm checking out of Marietta with Marietta Police Department, knowing that it could have been Rick Miller, or it could have been, and I told him, I don't think, but this was before I found out. I told that officer, I don't think it was Rick Miller. I believe it was Jeremy Oliver. Isn't that sad? But anyway, folks, like I said, I help people who can't help themselves. And I'm telling you these stories, and these stories are true. And the core problem here is something's wrong with Marietta and Temecula. So I think Governor Newsom is correct. Stay home, stay safe. You probably won't see me any protests around here because there's just something wrong with these people. But I will still keep fighting for the U.S. Constitution, for the people, and for President Trump, who I feel is standing alone and standing around a bunch of morons, or standing around with a bunch of morons saying they're going to support him. But they don't seem to be pushing the agenda. Where are your protests at the Chinese consulate? Where are your protests at Walmart, where all the illegal immigrants are using, thank you, Sarah, are using their EBT card to keep the Communist Party going? That's me, see? Why everybody wants to protest on a nice corner in Temecula. I'm telling you to protest in front of Walmart. I'm telling you to protest in front of the Chinese consulate. But you question my loyalty. You're wasting your time protesting Temecula, folks. You like protesting Temecula because it's close to your house. You should be protesting in the two Chinese consulate we have in California. We should be pushing these Chinese government out of California, out everywhere else. But I can't drive everywhere to do it. But right here, Los Angeles, San Francisco, that's what we should be doing. I know what we could do to get our state back, but you won't do it because you're Christians. They are all leftists. That's basically what it is. Everybody complains, but nobody wants to do anything because the leftists got a really nice social program. And I'm on it. Section 8, Social Security, I'm on it. People keep telling me, John, enjoy your life. Let everybody else suffer because they don't listen. China needs to be pushed out, and the only way you can push out China, stop buying Walmart. I go to these protests and it kills me. People's got freaking Starbucks cup of coffee. People said, oh, I told a guy at that protest this Saturday, love those shorts. Yeah, I got it from Amazon. There you go, folks. If you're buying from Amazon, if you're shopping at Costco, you're shopping at Walmart, you're not an American. You're part of the new norm, and you're enforcing it. Okay? So I'm headed back to Riverside, where I feel comfortable being around my legal friends, where we shop in little shops. You know? God, I miss Riverside. I was thinking about buying an RV so I can go around helping people, because nowadays you can't get a toilet when you're on the road. I need a toilet almost all the time because of my medical condition. So it's really sad, folks, when you miss Riverside so much. So you should leave Riverside a little bit and you find out Riverside's not bad. Sure, it's ran by Democrats, but I feel safe. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel like when I call or send an email to somebody and saying, hey, you know what? You need to stand down and leave this guy alone. This is the reason why. I've never had a threat come down here 2 days in a row. 2 white guys. One's a criminal. The other one's a nutcase. Yeah, we need to shop at small stores, and there's hardly any small stores around here. It's mostly Target, all this other stuff. I don't want to take any more of your time, but you guys know what's going on. If anything happens to me and my kids, you know what to do. Riverside Sheriff's Department knows about Rick Miller. Marietta Police Department knows about Rick Miller and Jeremy Oliver. Let's see, Rebecca says crazies are everywhere and on all political sides. Don't let the overzealous idiots push you off your path. Oh no, I'm going to still help our country. I'm just going to do it in a safer place. I'm going to do it in Riverside, where they see my F. Newsom stickers, and my neighborhood knows I'm a Trump supporter. And there was tumultuous for a while, but then they all embraced me because I'm the Trump supporter that's telling them vote Republican. Me, I'm the one that tells them you're illegal, but your kids aren't. Your kids got U.S. citizenship. As soon as they're 18, vote Republican. Or not. I don't tell them to vote Republican. I tell them to vote for Trump, because I really believe we should have a Trump party, not a Republican party. Because Republican and Democrats, there's no difference. Okay? I tell them to vote Trump. So that's a difference right there. So I'm not your true Republican guy. I believed in the lies for years. So anyway, I'm truly, truly sad for Marietta. You guys have big houses and you don't know what to do with them. I'm going to Riverside where I get a free meal. I get a drive-through. People that hate me wave at me and ask me, how am I doing? And I'm like, I'm doing good. Well, that's good. Glad to see you again. People that know my political position don't want to kill me in Riverside. But here in Marietta, I'm a Trump supporter. I don't support the Republican Party. Okay? Why can't they just be happy with that? Thank you, sir. Why can't they be happy with that? They want me to love Trump. I do love Trump. But I'll say I love Trump when I feel like it. I'm not going to say I love Trump, just like I can't say I love you, honey, unless I feel like it. Well, people say, you're supposed to. She's your wife. She's your girlfriend. Yeah, but I'm in the middle trying to figure out what to drink and eat, and she wants me to tell her I love her. I'm here, ain't I? I'm with you, ain't I? I'm giving you my money, ain't I? So anyway, folks, I feel so sorry for Marietta and Temecula. Guys, stay safe.